This is a warning to all the real Christians out there.
Hi guys, welcome back to the podcast Digging Deeper with Mandy and Erica.
I'm Mandy.
And I'm Erica. If you're new, welcome and thanks for joining us. This is a podcast about digging deeper into God's Word to learn it, understand it, and share it with you.
That's right, Erica. And today we're doing something not normal, not what we normally do.
Did not have it planned at all.
No, but then Erica brought it to my attention. And I'm like, we have to do a video. There is no video out there at all about this. Because I was on the YouTubes today looking at it, YouTube videos, and this was not on.
I hadn't heard of it either. And I have my people on YouTube that do things like this all the time. They talk about current events and things, and I haven't seen anyone say anything about this.
Yeah, current events from a Christian's perspective.
Yep.
Is what they do.
Right.
So, what are we talking about today?
Mandy, let me tell you the story for all the people that are listening.
Okay.
So we plan to start a new study today on Abigail from the Bible. That was the plan.
Yes.
So I was waiting for you to show up, and I was just scrolling mindlessly through social media and saw, I don't even know how this popped in front of my eyes, but there is a drag queen out there named Flamey Grant. Okay.
That rhymes with Amy Grant.
Right. And I guess the post was about how this, because I'm going to say his song or his album or whatever reached #1 in the iTunes Christian charts.
Yes, it's right here. You can see it. Oh, I just can't even. It's the one right above us here. It is iTunes #1. Well, iTunes, it's the chart for the albums. And that album itself reached #1 just above Lauren Daigle. You can see right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mind-blowing because nobody's talking about this.
It's such a huge deal.
Yeah.
This is not like the charts. This is the Christian chart. It says, what does it say? Christian and gospel albums.
Yeah.
This is #1 right now. Flamey Grant.
It's just, I can't even, like, how?
Okay, so if you're like, okay, well, who is this person? So we went and found this person online.
Yeah, you can look it up. Type in Flamey Grant. He's really popular right now on the internet. If you just type that in, you'll see everything.
Full on drag.
Yep.
Big hair, big makeup, flashy dress. Just typical drag queen show.
So, like, you can see in this video.
Well, wait, what is this?
This is the video Flamey Grant, What Did You Drag Me Into, which is
a song on the album. This is the official music video.
This is just one of the songs on it, and this is the first one that we watched, the only one that we watched actually.
I was sorry I watched it.
Oh my goodness, me too.
It's sad.
Because at first, this guy is talking straight from the Bible.
He's giving truth right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll see whenever it comes up.
It kind of foreshadows something is going to change because they're making it feel like a traditional type of stereotypical legalistic church. People are prim and proper and sitting there, and it's meant to be like boring. That's what they're trying to portray, which is not at all how churches have to be.
No.
But then, of course, the life of the party shows up, as you can see here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't figure out which one is Flamey Grant.
I think it's this one.
Okay.
Because that's somebody else.
Man, see? Why has he got to put on the red hair wig? Such a disgrace.
Didn't even think about that.
To redheads, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But then you got these three people. Oh my goodness. And then there's kids in the service.
Okay, wait. Can we pause this for a second?
Yeah. I want to pause it right here. What? Now, come on. That doesn't look evil to you?
That looks very evil. You know, it'd be one thing if you have people out in the culture mocking Christianity. You always have that. Always has happened. Whatever. These people are mocking Christianity while claiming to be Christians. That's the thing that's blowing my mind.
This is the whole problem that we have with it. It's not that they're transgender, which that is a problem itself. But as Christians, we still love that person.
Right.
The problem we have is they are mocking God, but still calling themselves Christians.
As if they have the right version of Christianity and we have the wrong one.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
This is my whole point whenever I say that people use the word Christian too loosely. Mm-hmm. This is the outcome of what you get.
You're exactly right. And then people get on you about sticking to the word, sticking to theology, you know, that.
Yeah.
But when you start getting away from that, it's a slippery slope all the way down, and then you have this.
Yeah. Now, if you go and you listen to the song, he talks about how he was a boy growing up in the church and he was bored. Wait, was that the other song? We listened to a few songs, but we watched this one. Mm-hmm. And he did say that he was a young boy and his mama tried to keep him clean. So just go and listen to it, and it will blow your mind. It's blowing my mind that nobody's talking about this yet, that on the Christian music album, #1 album on iTunes. What everybody listens to. How did it get there?
You know what's really scary is I went to the album on iTunes, and you know when you're listening to songs, you get like that 30-second clip or whatever to listen to music on iTunes. And I went to his album with the different songs, and you can click and just listen to it. You can't see anything. There's no information. You just hear it.
Yeah.
And all I can say is that the person singing, this man, has a beautiful voice.
Well, let me give you a story on that. He was a worship leader for 22 years. Up until last year.
That's crazy. And I mean, you know, and he's singing songs that talk about biblical figures. He has a song called Rahab, Esther, and Ruth or something like that. So it appears to be biblical, you know?
That's the problem.
Yes,
appears.
Yes.
What does the devil do?
Appears to be truth.
But it's not. It's a disguise.
Yes. And like I was saying, if you just hear it and you don't know your Bible very well, he has a beautiful voice. And the songs are actually kind of catchy. That one I kind of liked. You know, it's like, man, I could really like this song. Except that you're singing lies.
Yes.
But, you know, the clip that I got where he described Rahab, Ruth, and Esther, I was like, what are you this isn't biblical. This is not what the Bible says at all about these characters. No, which is sad.
Right.
Because I love those characters.
I do too. What did he say about them?
Oh, the clip that I could hear on iTunes, it was something about patriarchs met their match in these women, and these women were despised. And I'm like, no, they weren't. The king of Persia loved Esther. Mm-hmm. She was beautiful to him. He selected her out of a bunch of women. Yeah. And she had favor in his eyes. That's why he allowed her to come in and talk to him. Uh-huh. He would have killed anyone else.
Right.
But he loved her. And Ruth, Boaz loved Ruth. And the Bible even says that the people really liked Ruth because of her character.
Yeah.
They were likable women.
They weren't Jezebel.
No.
Mouthing off. They weren't mouthing off. They weren't smart. They weren't what they're portrayed to be in that song.
No, these women were humble.
Yeah.
And they feared the Lord, and they were respectful, and God granted them favor in the eyes of the people around them. So I mean, the real truth in the Bible is a beautiful truth.
Yeah.
And it has the ability to convict you, transform your life, and set you free from sin and all this other junk and garbage.
Yeah.
But then you listen to these songs who give you a whole different view. It's not even biblical, but it's just meant to line up with what they want the Bible to say.
Yeah. And
it's sad.
We're not condemning,
but we You actually, I asked you before we turned this on, I said, what is your point with this video that you want to make? And you said, not everything on the Christian church is truly Christian.
Yeah.
You said, I want to give people a warning.
Yeah, this is a warning to all the real Christians out there. Now this is me, and I know I'm going to get hate for it, but if you agree with this person and you
don't see anything wrong with this,
don't see any wrong, and you promote it, you're not a Christian. I am boldly saying that because I know that God does not accept that.
No, you're right.
And it breaks my heart that they're mocking God. And I can only imagine what God feels and what he thinks of it.
This is evil. We watched this video as far as we could. We couldn't finish it because there is some truly perverted and detestable things. I mean, it was hard to watch, but up until that point towards the end.
Yeah. We had to shut it off.
The Bible says in Psalm 101:3, I will set no worthless thing before my eyes. And to me, that was a worthless thing. I didn't even want to look at it.
Yeah. I just cannot believe, I'm going to say it again, cannot believe that this album is number 1 on YouTube, on iTunes radio. Number 1. Oh.
Shocking.
It is. This is all a distraction. The devil likes to make us look over here so that over here, he can do his thing and manipulate people.
That's why it's so important to get in the Word, know the Word, trust the Word. Your Word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. It will guide you. It is trustworthy and pure and good.
Yes.
To guide you and to guide your life. If you obey it and submit to it, you will find that God is good and God is trustworthy. He knows what he's talking about. When he says certain things are sins, it's because they are sins and they will ruin your life.
Yeah.
And possibly your soul for eternity. God loves you. He doesn't want that for you. That's why he says, obey me. It's not because he's mean. It's because he loves you.
Yes.
And he knows what's best for you, even when you don't know what's best for yourself. That's why you need to trust him and trust his word.
Yes.
That it knows better than you know for yourself. You got to humble yourself before the Almighty God. Come underneath of his commandments, not your own, not what you want, not what you can't fulfill the passions and lusts of your own heart. Forsake that. Follow God.
Yes. So we just wanted to give this video as a warning to the real Christians out there. Just a heads up of what's going on, what the enemy is trying to do while we're looking at something else.
We'll plan to start our study on Abigail next week now. We're going to push it back a week because we had to talk about this.
So yeah, I guess we just want to leave you with, be careful what you're putting in your mind. And does it line up with Scripture? Because that certainly doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
God is love, but God's also a judge.
Mm-hmm.
And you might look at us not being loving, but actually we are being loving by saying that this is wrong.
It is wrong.
And being worried for those people's souls. All right, guys, thank you. If you want to pray for us, we would gladly accept that. And if you have any prayer that you need prayer for, just message us and we will most certainly 1000% pray for you too. Thanks, guys.